we're going to be talking about the nasty, mean comments that I got on a video I did a couple months ago about feminism. It's too bad that women are voting without paying the price for that vote. I sort of feel you need an intelligent man to help you on your journey. Wow, really pretty girl and brainwashed. Marry me. No. Anti-feminism, they did nothing wrong. Your hate group feminism show them they're themselves. Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for this video because it's going to make me laugh. Now, before I start talking about the comments, I just wanted to reiterate what I talked about in that video. Basically, I was saying that modern feminism is a problem. Man-hating is a problem. You know, stripping and going topless in the name of feminism, that's a problem. Those are all bad things. But then I coupled that with the concept, the like basic principle of feminism, the idea that women have rights too, and that women should be treated equally under the law. The idea that women deserve equal treatment in the workplace, the idea that sexism in the workplace is actually a thing that people would like to ignore. That is something that people don't take seriously anymore, especially on the right. And so I was kind of calling out people on the right for ignoring the fact that sexism still exists. It's still a problem. It's still a bad thing. Women ought to have the choice to go into the workplace. Women ought to have the choice to stay at home with their children if they choose. And if they don't choose that, then that's fine too. But that, you know, was scandalous. I scandalized the internet and I scandalized everyone by saying that it's okay for women to have choices. It's okay to acknowledge that sexism exists, whether it's in the workplace or in any other place. It happens and it's bad, just as it's bad to hate on men. Both of those things can be true at once. So I got a lot of nasty comments from that, and I'm really excited to share those comments with you. All right, so the first comment is, it's too bad that women are voting without paying the price for that vote. Yes, it's too bad that women get the equal right to vote just as men do. And it's too bad that they're not forced to abide by what everybody else votes on their behalf. You know, women have to deal with the votes of men too. Women have to deal with the consequences of what a man votes for just as much as a man has to deal with the consequences of what a woman votes for. It's kind of silly to think that men and women don't accept responsibility for the consequences of the votes of either side, but you know, that's just ridiculous. So the anti-feminist movement, whatever that means to you, mean MRAs or MGTOWs or what? I don't know what that means. Gives room for legitimate sexists. The same is true for feminism. They give room for man-haters, aka sexists. So do you say that both are bad now? Could you, oh gosh, I didn't realize. This is like an essay response. Basically, I think the guy is asking, because one of the other points I made in my video, and this was meant to be the main point, that when you belittle the idea that sexism exists, or when you pretend like sexism doesn't exist, or you mock people who are simply trying to acknowledge that maybe treating women badly in the workplace is probably a bad thing, then you make room for people who actually believe that to be a part of your movement. My cat is losing her mind. Basically, they're asking if I also believe the same. Women who belittle men or who say bad things about men or mock men, are they now making room in their movement for actual man-haters and people that wish to do men harm? And yes, that's absolutely correct. That's the argument I'm making. When you kind of try to sweep aside any issue, whether it's man-hating and pretending like that doesn't exist, or whether it's sexism against women and pretending like that doesn't exist, both of those things are going to make room for people who actually believe those things and think those things are positives to become a part of your movement. And so yes, I do agree with that person. I'm not going to read this entire comment because that's just, get a life, you guys. Just leave a nice, short, succinct comment. If this was a resume, I would have thrown it out already. Somebody responded with, "Feminism is cancer," the hashtag. Now, the episode title of my video was "Feminism is not cancer." And I explained that by saying feminism as the definition stands, as women need to be treated with respect and have the right to vote, have the right to decide whether they're going to go into the workplace or whether they're going to stay at home. Feminism, as that definition stands, is not cancer. Feminism that is okay with man-hating, that is cancer. That's a bad thing. So I disagree with the idea that all feminism is cancer. Somebody commented, I sort of feel you need an intelligent man to help you on your journey. No. Somebody commented, feminism is not cancer. Any female right is a cancer. Okay, you're just a piece of crap if you think that for real. That is not true. That is false. Anti-feminism, they did nothing wrong. Your hate group feminism show them themselves as man-hating fake equality. They dox people with their Antifa and stop people event. They don't want to talk about female privilege or toxic femininity and all day man and boys. I'm quoting verbatim here. This is all the grammar and everything. Man and boys hating, even in movies with all these feminist movies. Feminists movie, feminist aka female incel aka misandry. Misandry is bad. Misogyny is bad. Both of these things are bad. I think I've made this clear. And also the man-hating that you see in movies and TV is also bad. It's revolting. Also, I think kind of the soft form of man-hating, or maybe it's not man-hating, but it's like anti-masculinity. And I'm not like one of these champions of masculinity or anything, but there's a version of Pride and Prejudice that came out in 2005 that I feel really just strips the kind of manhood away from the male characters in that movie and turns them into, I don't know, female fantasy boy toys. And so I really don't like that movie, even though the story is really good. So that's my opinion on the portrayal of men in movies. I do think that that's a problem when you kind of emasculated the male characters. Somebody commented, wow, really pretty girl and brainwashed. Marry me. No. By the way, when you're fake equality feminism, well, talk about female privilege and toxic femininity is real too. I agree. There is female privilege, and then there is, I guess, femininity isn't toxic and masculinity isn't toxic, really. I think that misogyny and misandry are toxic. So the idea that a man thinks that he's better than a woman, or that a woman thinks that she's better than a man on the sole basis of, oh, I'm a man, or oh, I'm a woman, that makes me more important than you. It doesn't. Somebody says, oh, what happened when there was man's right event talking about male cancer and male suicide? Nothing new feminists get up and shut down the event. I guess what this person is saying is there was a men's right event. I can't spell event. There was a men's right event that was shut down by feminists. I don't have any information on this specific case, and I can't really comment on it other than to say people's events ought not to be shut down for any reason. I mean, unless you're like physically harming somebody, I guess. But other than that, you shouldn't be shutting people down regardless of what side they're on. This person says, as the saying goes, there are 3 types of lies. Lies, damned lies, and statistics. That's another point that I made in the video, I think, that the guy is responding to, that you see a lot of statistics that say, well, women are happy when they stay at home. And I just wonder, okay, which women did you talk to? Did you talk to only women that are staying at home? How did you pull the data for these statistics? What was the input data? Why is the output data the way it is? I would like to know all of those things, and I never get an answer from people on that. They just like to quote statistics that they have no source for and just say, oh yes, women are only happy when they're in the home, or women are happier all the time when they're at home, or some such nonsense. You can't just keep throwing statistics at me. I need some like real, I don't know. I just really need more than just a line thrown out that you call a statistic. I need more than that. Give me more information, please. So Courtney Kirchhoff from Louder with Crowder says, what a lot of these anti-feminist guys don't understand is how their obsession with women's reproductive parts actually creates more feminists or feminist sympathizers. Don't be weird, guys. That's the main takeaway. 100%. Well said. Thank you, Courtney. Awesome video. I'm so tired of these 2 crazy extremes. Thank you so much. Somebody finally understood what I was trying to say. Both extreme sides are bad. Please don't engage in either side of that spectrum of craziness. If it isn't cancer, why do men not want to date feminists? Because crazy feminists and the feminists that are man-haters are unattractive to men. Those are the third wave feminists, or the feminists that believe in man-hating or think that that's okay, or coddle it, or trash talk men and all that kind of thing. That's unattractive to men, and that's why they don't want to date them. It's not because they believe in equal treatment or equality in the sexes or anything like that. That's my answer to that. So thank you guys for commenting on that video. I really enjoyed reading all of your comments, even though some of them were kind of nasty, but most of them, even though I disagreed with a lot of them, they weren't terrible. So please continue to comment on my videos. I will be doing more of these comment response videos. I find them really fun. I like watching them on other people's channels, so I thought you guys who watch my channel would enjoy it over here as well. So subscribe to this channel, like this video, ring the bell to get notifications, and I will see you guys on the next episode.